Welcome back, everybody. We had a few technical difficulties there. Apologies for that, but we are back up and running on the School Sport Vic website and social media channels as well. Brent, Sternberg and Debbie Kinder here as well.
We'll quickly try and get you up to speed with
sure,
what
Debbie.
we've missed, because we went out, I think, just before event 61, which was the 19 girls. So just the start of the 50 freestyle. So if I can give you a rundown of where we've gotten with that. So the 19 girls, first place was Scylla from Hampton. And then our 19 boys in first place was Callum from St. Joseph's in Malvern. And our 11-year-old girls, first place was Jemana from Greythorn in a time of 30.19. So just a smidge outside the record, which was a 30.13. Just watch this race. This is
number 76.
76. So Ashley has taken first place here in a 24.63, not far outside that record of 24.44. So then going back to 64, the winner of our 11-year-old boys 50 free was Jaden from Mont Albert. Our 12-13 girls winner was Sophie from Royton. Our 12-13 boys was Huntang from Westbourne. Our 12-13 girls, women, so that's Arika from Albert Park College. And this one in the water now is the 18 to 20 girls 50 free. Okay, so first is Shana, 28.55. Second place, Sophie from Wodonga, and in third place, Emily from Hazel Glen. So in event 68, our 12-13 men was Tommy from Girton. Our 14-year-old girls winner was Alyssa from Frankston High. Our 14-year-old boys winner was Bart from Wanturna in a time of 26.14, just 0.10 outside the record. And then the 15-year-old girls was Alicia from Mount Waverley, 27.88, again very close to that record of 27.60. And in the water here, event 78 is the 18 to 20 men's. Okay, Alan, 24.62, Baldwin High. Now we're going to have a little bit of a lull while we get ready for those multi-class.
That might work in your favour, Deb, I think.
You think?
Have we got a couple to get to?
Okay, so where did I get up to? So I think 72 was our men's. I think we still were off then. So we had the 15-year-old boys 50 free was Damon from Melbourne High. Our 16-year-old women's 50 free was Kiara from Beaumaris. And then our 16-year-old 50 free boys was Nick from Bendigo South in a time of 24.96, getting awfully close to that record of 24.30. And then I think we came back on track then to watch Steffi Moran from Notre Dame win the 17-year-old girls 50 freestyle. So I think that brings us up to speed. Apologies, everyone, for that drop out of the live stream.
Since we've been back, we've seen 76, 77 and 78. And so now we're about to head back into our multi-class events for the second time today.
We are.
So once again, apologies for... we mentioned earlier about our team that are running around. They've got everything sorted.
Yep, so they do a great job.
They were certainly running around for those 5 minutes or so there, but we've got the best team in the business. We are back up and running, and we're set to go now. We're up to our next event. Will be event number 79, multi-class. Of course, we have had a few that we've had to put a line through today, so it'll be our 80th event. And after seeing multi-class earlier in the morning, was that breaststroke that we saw?
Butterfly.
Butterfly it was, so it's going to be the freestyle this time around.
The sun's gone away. That's not very good.
That's not very fair, is it?
No.
For the students that have to swim in the later races, although it will be a lot of the same students that we will be seeing. Well, not a lot, but there will be a few. But you always like to... you like to swim with the sun on your back, I suppose, don't you?
Oh, at least it's still dry.
Here at the MSAC in South Melbourne, right by the Albert Park Racing Track. Brent, Sternberg and Debbie Kinder here with you. Today's broadcast on our 4 channels, Vimeo, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. So be sure wherever you're watching around the place, like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you are watching.
And I hope for those kids that were watching at school, the teachers didn't make them go back to work while the live stream was down.
No. I can't help but feel a little bit responsible about that now. So if you are back in class and not watching us, sorry about that. We would like to know where you are watching from now that we're back up and running. And we're going to try and get Raff Agostino down poolside as well for another interview too. We needed him in here a moment ago, but now he's back out there doing his best work. We've loved the couple of students that we've spoken to already, Leona and Haruki as well. Haruki from Mount Waverley, who dominating in the pool. He told Raff and us that he's only been in Australia since December 2021. They come over from Japan. It must have been a big thrill for him to watch in 2021. Of course, his home Olympics in Tokyo.
Absolutely.
And he might have been dreaming one day, maybe even Paris, potentially, that he might be in the pool representing Australia.
Could be.
Hopefully.
2024. And then,
or even Brisbane, of course, if he's still tearing it up in the water.
2032, I think that is. Is that right? 20?
Yeah, still a couple in between.
2032. Yep. So I think we have Com Games in Geelong before that. And then I think the Olympics between Paris and Brisbane, I think, is LA.
LA, yep. Back to the City of Angels.
2028. So lots of presentations and photos going on over there.
Well, these are all the photo opportunities that I'm sure you'll see splashed across all of the, not just the SSV social media channels, but the schools as well.
Yeah.
They take great pride in all of their sports teams and athletes student athletes, I should say, succeeding, but particularly in the pool. We love our swimmers, don't we?
We do.
Doing well. It's quite a busy day here at MSAC, isn't it, with the all the goings on, not just in the pool.
All right, here we go. Event 81. This is the 12-13 girls multi-class freestyle. And I think it might be combined with something else because we've got, oh no, I think we've just got an extra swimmer in here than what I have on my program. So
Yeah.
we've got
5 rather than 4 swimmers,
yeah.
I think.
So
Wonder where we've picked up that other swimmer from.
in lane 2, we've got 11-year-old girls. So it's the 11 and the 12-13s
okay.
combined.
Yep.
So Sophia from Surfside in lane 2, Emma from Clifton Hill in 3, Lily from Loretto in 4, Gemma from St. Lawrence Leongatha in 5, Bonnie from Williamstown North in 6, and Aria in lane 7. Where's Aria from? Not sure where Aria's from. ELTN. I'm not sure what that's. Could be Alton North. Anyway, so Bonnie's hit the wall first in a 53.60. She didn't have an entry time, so hard to say how that stacks up against her PB, so to speak. But we've got lots of different classifications here: S6, S9, S14.
Do you want to explain to people, Deb, what the different classifications are again for people that weren't with us earlier in the broadcast?
Yeah, so I'm not that up with it to know exactly what each classification means, but all I do know is that the lower the classification, the higher the impairment.
Yeah.
So an S6, so to speak, would be more impaired than, say, an S14. So they can be anywhere from amputees to hearing impaired, vision impaired, Down syndrome even, I think, is a new classification. So lots of different ways they get classified.
So we had Lily in that race, who on the on our meet paperwork we've got here doesn't have a number next to her name. But
so that could mean that she hasn't been classified yet,
right, okay,
or her paperwork hasn't come through. So because they have to go through a process to be classified, they have to be tested. So I think our boys will be next, which will be the 9-10 boys. Our Swimming Victoria officials out on pool deck doing great work. Again, we couldn't run this meet without them. This is what is known as a qualifying meet. So all of the times get counted and get put on the national database. Just waiting on our multi-class swimmers to get organised down there, the young boys. Lots of helpers on pool deck here. You'll see them putting a light out there. That'll be for a swimmer that's vision impaired.
yeah,
Oh, sorry, hearing impaired, so they won't be able to hear the start, so they can just look down for that light.
So it looks like we're going to have, I think, a pretty clean race here between our 4 swimmers, although I can only see 3. I think I can only see 3 down there. Should have got my binoculars out, Deb.
Yeah, it looks like maybe our swimmer in lane 5 could be missing, which is Blake from Terralgan. So they're just whistling him up now. Yeah, so our lane 5 swimmer is missing. So just the 3 boys, and they're all S15.
Yeah.
So that means whoever hits the wall first is the actual winner. So we've got Hassas from Eastwood in lane 3, Phoenix from Mount View in 4, and Panchul from Mount View in 6. So our 2 schoolmates in 4 and 6.
It's worth reiterating that these boys and all of our multi-class swimmers earn points that are divided equally amongst every race, or every event I should say today, so they still earn points for their team, which are tallied at the end of the meeting.
And these 2 boys are having a good race.
Yes.
So nice to see.
Ding-dong battle.
Yep, so it looks like Hassas. Oh no, he's obviously had a soft touch in lane 4 and it's been corrected on the screen. So Phoenix is first, 53.32. Hassas, 53.38. And Panchul's still coming down the pool here. So he doesn't have an entry time. Not sure how his time will compare. But he's doing a great job. Great to hear the spectators cheering him on.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, it's great. We mentioned this earlier, but 50 metres is a long way to swim.
It is.
You know, and it's a wonderful effort.
I couldn't do it.
I don't think I've swum that far in my life.
I just don't swim.
But no, it's a great effort by the boys, all the multi-class swimmers that we've seen so far today, and we're going to see a few more of them.
It's fantastic to see so many of them in the water this year. So next up will be our 11-year-old boys. And there should be 4 of them, but it looks like we only have 3. So we're missing Xavier from Beaumaris in lane 6. So we've got Lachlan from Holy Cross in Gisborne in lane 3. Alfred from St. Joseph's Sorrento in lane 4, and Ethan from Williamstown in lane 5. Alfred doesn't have a classification on paper. Lachlan is an S14 and Ethan is an S10.
You have a look at, I've noticed this in the freestyle, Deb, some of the boys and the girls multi-class that we've seen in this particular freestyle event, you have a look at how well they're swimming and staying in the middle of the lane, staying nice and straight.
Absolutely.
You have a look at them in the pool, you wouldn't know that they're swimming in the multi-class event.
No. As I said before, butterfly became a multi-class event at School Sport. They would swim the butterfly in the able-bodied race.
Yep.
Because if that was their stroke and that's what they wanted to swim, that was their only option to do it. So it's great to see they've included butterfly in the multi-class program this year. So Lachlan doing a great job out there. He's almost at the wall.
Good stuff, Lockie.
There he goes. Didn't have a time, so not sure how his time compares to his entry.
Well, not for Lockie, but the other 2 boys have put up pretty good times, if their entry time's anything to go by.
Correct. Next up is our 12-13 boys, and it looks like we've got quite a few of them if they're all there. So 7 to be precise. So this should be a good race. We've got everything from S8 to S15. So lots of different classifications in the water in this race.
We do have 7, so a full field set to go.
So we'll have Sam from Yarra Valley in lane 1, Matthew from Sunbury in lane 2, Luke from Yarra Valley in 3, Eli from Timboon in 4, Max from Rutherglen in 5, Matthew from Our Lady of the Assumption in 6, and Jai from St Thomas Drysdale in lane 7.
Got some good pace to them, these boys.
Yeah, lane 4, he's doing an amazing job out there. It's Eli from Timboon.
How does he go up against his entry time? I reckon he's going to...
Oh, he's going to smash that,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So 36.02. Yeah. Amazing. And then Max, 39.82. Luke, 41.01. Sam, 43.04. Matthew, 43.48. Matthew from Sunbury, 1 minute 03. And then Jai from Drysdale, just about to touch the wall. Soft touch, we'll say 1:16.72. So he's taken over 10 seconds off his entry time, so that is
mighty
absolutely
impressive,
amazing. All right, now on to our 12-14 girls. They're coming out now. There should be 5 of them if they're all there. Or there's actually 3 of the older group. They could put them all together. I'm not sure whether they will or not. We will wait and see. So again, everything from an S7 to an S19.
These girls are getting lucky with the sunshine coming to greet them as they take their turn in the pool.
Yes, the sun has poked its head out from behind the clouds again, which is nice. So MSAC indoors there will be getting ready for the World Trials for Worlds here in July, I think it is. I don't think we'd want to be swimming in the outdoor pool in July.
No, not in this part of the world.
The Queenslanders would really have something to complain about if we did that.
I would think so.
So it looks like we've just got the one race here. I don't think they've combined the girls.
Yeah,
and I can see Raff getting ready to interview some girls here.
So we've got 5. No, we don't have 5. We have 4 in the pool here.
Yeah, I think we're missing lane 2. So we've got Ayla from Echuca in lane 3, Lindley from Terang in 4, Talia from Myrtlefoot in 5, and Jackenzie from Terang in 6. So all from the country areas, regional swimmers.
We're going to go to Raff Poolside. I think he's got quite a few young ladies, I think, that are wanting to have a chat to him. Are ready to go poolside, gents? I think Raff's just getting interview etiquette ready. We're going to go to Raff Agostino Poolside right now.
We're here at the State Swimming Championships, and we've got an amazing crowd that's getting making lots of noise here. Who have I got with me here?
Bonnie,
Bonnie, what school are you at?
Willie North Primary School.
Pardon?
Willie North Primary School.
Awesome. Now, you've just competed in a few events. What events have you just competed in?
Freestyle.
Yep. And how did you go in that, Bonnie?
Good. I came second.
Second, silver medal. That's the silver medal hanging around your neck there. How many times have you been to a state final?
I didn't really make it to state for a long. This is my first one.
Is this your first one? Now, how does it feel being at a first state final?
Good.
Excellent. Now, have you got another event coming up, right?
Yeah.
And what's that in?
Backstroke.
Awesome. Now, which is your favourite? If you had to pick a favourite event, what would be your favourite?
Freestyle.
Freestyle, which is the one you just did. Fantastic. We're going to go. We've got a few more interviews to go, but we're going to go back to the commentary team for this race while I get these other interviews ready to go. Well done, Bonnie.
Well done, Bonnie. Well done, Raff.
Good job.
And Bonnie, who's
You're up next.
had her first championships here, she said, and she's done really well to capture a silver medal, and we're going to see her a bit later as well.
Surfside Primary School.
Say again?
Surfside Primary School.
Surfside. Where's that?
Ocean Grove.
5 miles away.
Do I?
We might try and work our way back to Raff, who is still there with some of our swimmers.
So I think we've got our 15, 16-year-old 50 freestyle multi-class girls in the pool now. So Addison from Mansfield in 3, Charlie from Patterson River in 4, and Phoebe from Heatherwood in 5. Oh, and Isla also in lane 6.
We're going to go to Raff once again, poolside, with a couple of girls.
Fantastic work. We've got Sophia here. Sophia, what school are you from?
Surfside Primary.
Surfside Primary School, which is just in Ocean Grove. Now, Mum and Dad and all that are watching over there. They're cheering you on. What events have you been in today?
Freestyle, I'm going to Backstroke.
Fantastic. If you had to pick a favourite, what would be your favourite event?
Freestyle.
Freestyle. Now, Sophia, we're going to fast forward the clock 10 years from now. Where we're going to see your name one day in lights. Where would you like to take your swimming one day?
Well, I have been to nationals for cross country, maybe nationals for swimming.
You're a cross-country runner as well. That's fantastic. What's your favourite, cross-country running or swimming?
Swimming.
I knew you'd say swimming because you're right here. Fantastic work. You've got a bronze medal, or no, gold medal around your neck. How dare I? Gold medal around your neck. Fantastic work. We hope to see you at another state championship. But you got another event coming up, so we better get you ready for that.
Yeah.
Good job. We're going to go back to the commentary team now while we get these other interviews done.
Well done, Sophia. Gold medal, if you don't mind, and she'll be after some more in the backstroke, which isn't too far away.
Some of those girls are so excited to be here. It's good to see those big smiles on their faces.
It sounds like Sophia dominates the cross-country as well as the swimming pool, but swimming's her favourite.
Yes.
Well pointed out by Raff that, of course, she's going to say swimming when she's here.
A lot of swimmers do well in cross country because of their lung capacity.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so we're just heading into the 17 to 20-year-old women's 50-metre freestyle multi-class. So we have Bianca from Heatherwood in lane 2, Emily from Heatherwood in lane 3. It looks like we might be missing lane 4. And in lane 5, we have Shakaya from Swan Hill. And in lane 6, Isla from Ashwood.
Oh, we're going to go back to Raff Agostino poolside. He's had to adjust his camera to speak with this young lady.
Now I'm here again poolside, and what's your name?
Gemma.
Gemma. What school are you at, Gemma?
St. Lawrence's O'Toole.
Now, you were telling me just before how far away this school is. Where is the school?
In Leongatha.
Leongatha. So how long did it take you to get here today?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. That's a long time. So 2 hours home as well. How does it feel being at a state championship like this?
I feel happy and proud of myself.
Now, is this the first time you've been in a state championship?
Yes.
Do you reckon you'll come again?
Yeah.
Now, you've got another event coming up, right? Is that Backstroke coming up?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Backstroke and going into Backstroke?
Good. Pretty good.
What do you do to warm up for a Backstroke event? How do you warm up for a Backstroke event?
Probably do a couple of stretching before my event.
Good job. Now, have you competed in other state finals before?
Sorta.
Is this your first one?
Yeah.
Fantastic. We love having you here. Congratulations on making it through. Congratulations on your gold medal. I think there's going to be another one to come, don't you think? Good job. All right, back to the commentary team as we get ready for this next race. Well done.
Thank you, Raff.
Thanks, champ.
Okay, so heading up behind the blocks now is event 88, the men's 12 to 14 50 freestyle multi-class. So looks like we're just going to have 2 swimmers here. Max from Sale in lane 4 and Zachariah from Swan Hill in lane 5. So both S14, so they are competing against each other.
They've both come from a little ways away, almost
Oh,
as far
look,
as Gemma.
They're giving us some visual from up in the stands. Look at that, all the parents up there. Hi, parents.
Plenty of them.
Yep.
We were mentioning students getting a day off school. Well, what about the parents getting a day off work as well? Sorry, got to go to the School Sport Vic State Champs.
Yep.
We're going to go down to Raff Agostino poolside again as the interviews keep on coming.
And we are here at the State Swimming Championships, and I've got another lovely young lady here. What's your name?
Emma,
Emma, what school are you from?
Clifton Hill Primary.
Clifton Hill. Now, Emma's a little bit nervous about the interview, but I think she's doing fantastic. Emma, what did you just compete in?
Freestyle.
And did you enjoy freestyle?
Yes.
And now, the next event you're in is backstroke, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Which is your favourite out of the two, backstroke or freestyle?
Freestyle.
Freestyle. Now, if you had to pick a sport that's your favourite sport, what would it be?
Probably swimming.
Swimming, okay. Well, that's good because we're here at swimming, so it's good that it's your favourite sport. And if you were to fast forward some time from now, where do you hope to take your swimming one day? Do you hope to maybe represent Australia, or do you hope to just have fun with it?
I just like having fun with it.
Fantastic. I think it's great having fun with it, and we think you're great having fun as well. We're very proud of you, and we think you're going to do great in the backstroke as well, so good luck.
Thanks.
No worries. All right, back to the commentary team as we get ready for this next race.
Well done, Rafford. Well done, Emma. You know what I liked about Emma? All of her answers, clear, concise,
Yep.
and very confident. Well done, Emma. Can't wait to see her in the backstroke. Not too many of them have said that backstroke's their favourite.
No.
They like the
backstroke.
freestyle.
We swim upside down and backwards.
That's like my life. No, it's not.
Okay, so we're heading into event 89, the men's 15 to 16 50 metre freestyle multi-class. And we've got quite a few swimmers on the program here. I'm not sure if they're all there, but there could be a full house. So in lane 0, we have Kobe from Verney Road in Shepparton. In lane 1, we have Oisin from Seymour. In lane 2, Peter from Heatherwood. In lane 3, Daryl from Swan Hill. In lane 4, Dominic from Bainbridge. In lane 5, Hamish from Strathmore. Lane 6, Lockie from Sale. Lane 7, Sam from Elwood. And lane 8, Alexander from Brunswick. So all different classifications in the water here. S7, S9, S10, 14, 18. A whole host of them here. So I think we might be just missing lane 5. But I think the rest of them are all there.
We did have a couple start in the pool.
Yes, if
Yep.
they don't choose to use the blocks.
Yep.
All right, so lane 4 here. We're going to have Dominic hit the wall first.
Great swim, Dom.
31.52. So just a little bit over his entry time, but a great swim anyway. And then Daryl, 33.69. And Lockie, 34.45. Peter, 43.98. Oisin, 55.09. Alexander, 58.11. Sam, 101.45. Kobe's still making his way down the pool. Just about to finish. Round of applause I can hear for him. 129.82. Well done, Kobe.
Good work, Kobe. Good stuff. So a few
Okay, our last multi-class freestyle event now. So our 17 to 20 men. So we've got, looks like we're missing lane 2. So we've got Alexander from Ashwood in 3. In lane 4, James from Grovedale. In lane 5, Finn from Emmanuel. And in lane 6, Jordan from Swan Hill. So 2 S10s, a 14 and a 15.
Geordie's the one who's decided to begin in the pool.
Yep.
The other 3 boys have jumped from the blocks. I'd probably like to start in the pool as well. I'd be a bit too scared to jump off those blocks.
It's a long way.
Yeah.
All right, so great battle going on here. So Finn 29.91, that's a cracking time. James 30.82, Alexander 32.59. Jordan 43.81. Well done, boys. So that's the end of our freestyle events for now. We're going to move into backstroke.
For the first time today, we had a lot of the girls that Raff was speaking to said that they're looking forward to the backstroke, and we're going to see a few of them in the next few races.
Yeah. So 100-metre backstroke to start with. So, of course, they will start in the water. So, yeah, upside down and back to front.
That's the tagline for backstroke. That's Debbie's tagline.
So we've got Michaela Larkin here from Wheelers Hill in lane 4. She was a national finalist. So her national, the time she swam there at nationals, 106.60. Very close to our record here of 106.01.
That was a record set by Emily Kearns, who is in lane 3. That was set last year, so she's back again.
Yeah,
Em,
so...
come all the way from Bendigo.
Yep. So 12 to 20, so we don't have any... Yeah, I think the youngest one is 14-year-old Jessie in lane 1 from Grovedale. A couple of 18-year-olds. There we go again, all the parents and kids up in the stands.
I want to ask you a question about the backstroke, Deb. This
Sure.
might be a simple question, but given the fact that they're looking up at the roof, how do they know where they are in the pool?
Well, that's the thing. Because we've got the cover here, they can sort of follow that. And these kids know, you know, how many strokes after the flags before they get to the wall.
Yep.
But it's really hard in an outdoor pool to do backstroke without bouncing off the lane ropes. It's hard to go straight when you're going backwards.
Yeah.
So...
We've got a great shot of the pool there. It looks a bit overcast at the moment, but it has been a nice day here in Melbourne. Don't let that picture fool you.
We've been lucky. I'm sure it's warmer outside than it is in here. So if I have a look at my little weather map, I'll see if it tells me what the temperature is outside at the moment.
This is event number 91.
So it says it's 20.8. It's not 20 in here.
No.
21 degrees. There you go.
Hey, there we are.
Current weather. But I reckon it's about 11 in here.
I think that's Raff's thermometer, that one, that says 21 degrees.
Yep.
But it's always warmer in the water. Once you acclimatise to it, it's always warmer in the water. So we're still just readying ourselves. We're about to hit the triple digits. We're about to notch up the ton and head down the home straight, I suppose you could say.
Yep.
Of course, today, we've gone back to having our primary and secondary students together. That's not how we had it last year. We had this event across the Thursday and the Friday, but we're all back together again today, which is great.
And it's good to have you here this year, Brent. We
Oh,
missed you
thank you,
last year.
We won't mention why I was away.
Oh, I think we've all been there.
Oh, I think so, yeah, most of us anyway.
Yes, the
Golly.
dreaded COVID.
Mm.
Well, let's hope we're hopefully heading out of that era now. It's still around though, so we still have to be careful and look after ourselves.
And we should mention that was why we had it spread across 2 days
Correct.
last season.
Just to keep the
event.
numbers
Yeah.
down a bit, so we didn't have too many people crowded together in one area.
You can see from some of our pictures of the grandstand why that was a good choice last year, because we do have all of the parents and grandparents and
Yep.
maybe some siblings that have talked their way out of school as well that maybe aren't swimming, but
Sure.
I want to go and watch my brother or sister swim.
Yep, any excuse for a day off.
Yep. Miss out on math and science.
So I hope everyone's enjoyed watching us from school. I'm sure they've all got their screens set up in the classroom and cheering on their classmates.
And a shout out to the teachers and the parents that are in the rooms. Take some pictures of your students watching in the classrooms or auditoriums, and you can send them to www.ssv.photos. That's where you can send them all, and you'll see them on our social medias, no
Yes,
doubt. Raff will put them up.
We want to see them, yeah.
That's www.ssv.photos. I know I've done a few events for the team here at SSV, footy and soccer, and it's wonderful to see the pictures of all the students crammed together in the auditorium watching their schoolmates,
And a
cheering
shout
them
out
on.
to all those teachers too that put in all that time and effort to get these kids to this level. So they've got to do all the events leading up to this. And as I said, I'm heavily involved with it. I know what a great job they all do. They're amazing. And they just do a great job, and I'm very blessed to work with them.
While we have a moment, Deb, what is the talent pathway that our talented swimmers follow? What is that like compared to some of the other individual sports in terms of travelling and time consumption and costs as well?
Yeah, well, in school swimming, as I said, they'll start off with their school trials, which are generally very early in the year.
Yep.
I think from memory when Tara was doing it, it's like the first week of term. So you're in school, and then bang, you're in the water. And then they'll select their team, and then they'll have, the primary schools will have their district competition. Then they move on to division, then to region, and then here at state. Whereas the secondary schools, they cut one of those events out. They don't have a district event, so they just go straight into division. And and then they come here to state. So they swim more events, 5 events they can swim. But travelling for swimming at school level isn't a great ask. But if club level, you could be going anywhere around the country.
Yep.
Here we go. Our girls are just about to hop in the water for this event 91, 12 to 20-year-old 100-metre backstroke. So keep an eye on Michaela in lane 4 from Wheelers Hill. So it looks like we're missing lane 3. So our
our champion.
record holder's not here today. So Jessie from Grovedale in 1, Sienna from Sandringham in 2, Michaela from Wheelers Hill in 4, Charlotte from Diamond Valley in 5, Kira from Notre Dame in 6, Olivia from Lavala in 7, and Georgia from Warrnambool in 8.
Well, there's an eclectic mix of schools in there.
We do.
Here we go. We're going to see them turn for the first time.
So Jessie over in lane 1 is first on the turn.
Thankfully, everybody knew where they were.
Yes, so in all of the strokes apart from breaststroke, they can't go past that 15-metre rope there.
Yep.
Under the water, they must come up before that mark or they will be disqualified. So it looks like our swimmer in lane 4 is making her way to the front quite comfortably. So she's done a 1:08.45. So great job from Michaela. In second, Jessie from Grovedale, 1:09.23, and Olivia from Lavala, 1:09.86.
Good work there from Jessie. She was the 14-year-old, the youngest in that particular field.
Yeah.
To come in for second, a good effort.
Yep. Okay, so our boys now, 12 to 20. So Josh here from Vermont in lane 4. He was a national finalist in this event. Quite a bit quicker than his entry time of 1:02. He swam a 1:29. But that 1:02 earned him the EMR record at region.
He won this particular event last year as well, Joshy.
Yep.
1:01.45.
So at 18, you would imagine he's in year 12 and probably his last year of school swimming.
Will he have the record in his sights here? I wonder. 58.52 is the number to look at.
Never know. So Alan from Sunshine in 0. Sing Yu from Catholic College Wodonga in 1. Nicholas from Viewbank in 2. Oscar from Sandringham in 3. Josh from Vermont in 4. Jet from Marist in Bendigo in lane 5. Lane 6 is Blake from Maribyrnong. Lane 7, Hayden from Merbau North. And lane 8, Eamon from Emmanuel College. I think Alan's here this time. I think he was absent in one of his earlier races, but he's over there now in lane 0 as an invitation swimmer.
Might have been that Melbourne traffic. Here we go.
So, yep, at lane 4, Josh, he's going to hit the wall first. 1:01.12. So, not a PB, but a great time. And in second was Jet from Marist. Josh's time is a 1:00.43. That's been altered from his touch. It must have been a soft touch, and they've gone with the backup. So back to 50 metres now. Backstroke, back to our primary swimmers. So we start off with the youngest, the girls, 9 to 10. They're all 10-year-olds, these girls.
Now
no 9-year-olds in the backstroke.
Are we going to see some of the girls that that Raff spoke to earlier, I wonder? Just going off the first names, I don't think any of the girls that he spoke to are in this particular age group. They must have been a little bit older.
Yeah, I think those ones that Raff spoke to may have been the multi-class swimmers.
Oh, right, okay.
So you'll probably see them a little bit later.
Yeah.
But, that wind's getting strong out there. Hope it doesn't blow in the rain.
Oh, dear.
The clouds are gathering. Anyway, we'll keep going.
We might have to get Raff's thermometer, Raff's rain measurer.
All right, so Mariella here from Melbourne Girls in lane 4. She was an all-junior finalist in this event, and she also broke the Southern Metro primary record with her entry time of 39.33.
Right.
So, as I said, nice to see a lot of the regional swimmers here. Gippsland, Ararat, Oyen, Rutherglen.
4 and 5 once again going toe-to-toe here. Mariella, like you mentioned, and Amber.
Yep.
Oh.
Amber might be going to get the better of it. Oh, it's going to... No, Mariella, it was just on that touch.
You don't agree with that, Deb?
Oh, no, I do. I can see what was going on there.
Okay.
So, yes, Mariella, 38.54. So that's a good swim for her. And then Amber second. All right, our 9-10 boys, but just 10-year-olds here today for backstroke. So Leo from Templeton Primary in lane 4. He was a gold medalist in the All Juniors, and his time was a 41.26, so a bit quicker than his entry time here of a 42.10.
Yep.
They're doing a good job going down the middle of the lane there. I haven't seen anyone bouncing off lane ropes at this point.
They're getting good support as well, the boys, from the students that are going to jump in next. Caleb in lane 2 getting a good challenge from Bailey.
So, yeah, it's
Bailey got him, I think.
Bailey in lane 5, 40.15. Second was Caleb from Rivercrest. And third was Leo from Templeton. All right, so 11-year-old girls now. All right, so it's the clash of the Zoes here.
Oh.
Zoe and Zoe in 4 and 5. So I actually know Zoe from Apollo in lane 5 and her mum. So those two Zoes, apparently they're friendly rivals.
Oh, okay.
So Zoe from Apollo actually broke the Northern Metro record at her event in region, 37.22. But Zoe from MLC is a 35.69. So we'll keep an eye on those two Zoes.
The Zoe showdown.
Oh, they're neck and neck.
This is what we wanted.
Oh, it's actually 3 and 4
Yeah.
here. So Zoe from MLC's taken it out in a 35.06, and then Amelia from Furbank was second, and Zoe from Apollo Parkway's third. So not far off that record was Zoe. 34.62 was the record.
Gets bragging rights as well over the other.
Correct. All right, 11 boys. So Harry, we saw Harry swim earlier. He's come first in this event at all junior, this backstroke. So it's like two Harrys again because we've got Harrison in lane 3. So I suppose it's Harry and Harry. Oh, and there's another Harry in lane 8. Harry's everywhere.
Oh. But it looks like Archie, I think, in 5
yeah,
is going to take it home.
New Haven, 36.30. Bit faster than his entry time, so he should be happy with that. All right, our 12-13 girls. Ayla from St. Augustine's Primary School in Keilor, all junior finalist. Our record here, very cracking time of 32.09.
That is a good time when you have a look at all the entry times from these girls. We think that they'll go quicker here, but none of them are near 32, are they?
COVID's had a big impact on swimming when these kids weren't able to train. Like if you played basketball or footy, you could get out in the backyard and, you know, keep your fitness level up. But as a swimmer, you couldn't get in the water. So it's taking a while for us to get our swimming back to where it was, but we will get there. So here we're going to see lane 6 take this out. Astrid.
Astrid, the Dana Street Primary School, Ballarat. Well done, Astrid. Good work.
There we go. So her time was a 34.31 and her entry time was 37. So great job, Astrid. Okay, our 12-13 boys.
That's a lovely little school. Just quickly, Dana Street, Ballarat, right in the heart of Ballarat,
Is
right
it?
in the city, yeah.
Nice. So Oscar from Wanturna South, the fastest qualifier here. We saw him swim earlier. See how he goes in the backstroke. I think it was the butterfly we saw him do earlier. yeah, he's going to take out the
Yep.
backstroke here. 34.39. And second was Nico from Malvern Central. And in third place, Rex from Inverloch, Kongwok. Conwack?
Conwack, we've been
Conwack,
told.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Conwack.
Raff brought us in a note.
Conwack. All right, 12.13. 50 backstroke. I think Erika here in lane 5 won an event earlier as well. I remember seeing her name come up with the number 1 next to it.
A local, Albert Park College. Know this precinct well. A lot of them would, of course.
Of course. Tiffany, though, from University High is doing a great job out there. But look out, here comes Erika.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oof, that was close.
Yikes.
Oh. Yeah, Erika, 33.53. So that was a great time.
she looked the winner for a long
Yeah,
way
I
there,
know.
Tiffany, didn't she? But
She did.
just got beaten.
12.13 men, 50 back. So Alfred Hahn, our fastest qualifier from Baldwin High.
Just quickly, we haven't heard or seen too much of Baldwin High today, but they did take out the trophy for most points last year.
Yeah, they generally do well at the region event. I think they won the pennant there.
Yep.
So
Can Alfred net him some points here?
So it looks like Ben's gonna. He's out in front here. Yep. So Ben from Altham, 33.24. Alfred second and Fraser third from Sacred Heart Yarrawonga. Okay, 14-year-old girls. So Jessie here from Grovedale, I'm sure we mentioned her earlier. She was a national finalist in this event. Her entry time here is a 32.5, but her PB is a 31.19 from nationals.
Right.
So, and if you want to have a look at that record, 31.45. So she'll be looking to try and give that a crack today. She's going to take the win,
Yeah.
but not in
Oh.
32.65. Second to Zena from Melbourne, and third was Zhong Min from Highvale. Okay, our 14-year-old boys. So Jake Denaro from Emmanuel College, first in the country all junior. In a 32.07. And Ashley, who won the breaststroke earlier from Greensboro College, he's in lane 5. But it looks like we've got an outside smoker in lane 7. William from Bass Coast, 30.95.
Wow.
Wow. And look at his entry time, 34. Well done, William.
That's quite an upset, isn't it? That's not that far away from the record time there in that event.
No. So I wonder if he surprised himself there. Okay, so our 15-year-old women. Alicia in lane 3, who we saw win an event earlier. And Annabelle in lane 7. Seen those names up on the podium.
Mm. Record from 2013 in this one, so it stood for a decade. 39-0. Hayley Hogan that was from Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a swimmer from that school in this race. Got 3 and 4 here.
Yeah.
4.
Lane 4 is going to take this. Misha from Altona, 32.08. Okay. Now, in this 15-year-old boys event, we've got Jaden from Wellington in lane 4. He came second in the All Juniors. He broke the EMR record in this event, 30.21. The record is a 29 flat.
Mm.
So his arms are motoring along.
Flailing along.
Oh, we've got lane 2 has taken this out. Blake from Maribyrnong. 29.24, so only 0.24 outside the record. Wow. His entry time was a 32.6. Jaden was second, and Jude from Emmanuel third.
So they're from a couple of weeks ago, you say, Deb, the entry.
The entry times.
So how could a student do such a better time 2 weeks later? Is there?
It depends on the pool. So
Yep.
a lot of those region carnivals, I know one of them was held in an outdoor pool on a very cold, wet day.
Yep, okay.
So I know we're outdoors here today, but a lot of pools are a lot shallower than this one, and a deep pool's a fast pool.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So those, local pools won't be as fast as them.
Yep. Hmm.
So event 105 in the water here, 16-year-old women's 50-metre backstroke. Looks like lane 5, Olivia from Lavala in front here. Yep, 32.30. Okay, 16-year-old men. The record's 28.21. Our swimmer in lane 4 from Sandringham, Oscar. His nationals PB was 28.95. He's an all junior medalist, gold medalist. So keep an eye on lane 4. But our swimmers in 3, 4 and 5 all have entry times of 30. So but it is going to be lane 4. What's his time going to be? 29.18. Just outside his PB. Second was Nicholas from Viewbank, and third Patrick from Baldwin High. All right, 17-year-old girls now.
Record from 2010, 30-32. Emily Nicol from Strathmore.
Mm-hmm. So 4 and 5 look like they're going to fight it out here. They're going neck and neck. It's going to come
Nicolette
down
and
to the
Steffi.
touched.
Touch it nice and good.
Whoop, there we go. So Nicolette 31.93.
Oh.
Lee and Gather. Second was Steffi from Notre Dame. Okay, 17-year-old men. Feels like the backstroke's going faster than the freestyle.
Yeah. Certainly seems like there's a lot more intensity to these races. Like we said, flailing arms going everywhere.
So lane 2 looks like an early leader. Jet from Marist in Bendigo. But looks like lane, oh, it's going to be close. Yep, I think he's held on, 29.02. And then Joshua from Gilson second, and third was Ethan from Upway. Okay, 18 to 20, so we've got our last 2 backstroke events for the able-bodied swimmers. So the girls here, so in lane 4, Alyssa from John Monash. She broke the EMR record, 31.33. And Charlotte from Diamond Valley broke the NMR record, 32.93. So both girls did well at their respective region events. No one in lane 3. So I think Emily's been absent for the day. All right, so it was Alyssa in first, 32.11, John Monash Science School. Okay, so our 18 to 20 men. So Alan from Balwyn High, we mentioned him earlier, national finalist in this event. His PB is a 27, well, I don't know if it's a PB, but his time at nationals was a 27.78. His entry time of 28.49 was an EMR record, and our record for SSV is a 27.19. Lane 4, that's Alan. He's right on that lane rope. When you get on that rope, it's really hard to get off it. So I think that's been his downfall here, unfortunately. And look at that, we missed the guy out in lane 0 was our winner, Alan. 28.21. He was our invitational swimmer.
He's actually done quite well in a few races out in that lane.
Alan from Sunshine.
Hasn't missed the record by too much.
Okay, and we're back to our multi-class backstrokers, so we'll see some of these girls that Raff was talking to earlier.
So who did we speak to? I think we spoke to Bonnie.
Sophia from Surfside, Bonnie from Willie North, as she put it.
And Emma, I think, from Clifton Hill we spoke to as well. I think she was the one that Raff tried to say was nervous, but she was very concise in her answers. And Bonnie from Willie, was she the cross-country? Was she the cross-country one, Bonnie?
Was she? I can't remember. So quite a few multi-class backstrokers here. And then we move into the medley relays after this. So once we get into those relays, it's 50 metres of each stroke. So you'll choose your best backstroker, your best butterflyer, your best freestyler, and your best breaststroker. That was a tongue twister.
Yeah.
I always know at these events the kids come up to me and they go, oh, which one's first? I can't remember which order it goes in. So I tell them it's alphabetical order.
Right,
so
okay.
If you ever forget, backstroke.
Backstroke first, yeah.
Breaststroke, butterfly, and then freestyle.
Would there be a sought after stroke in that particular setup that you might have to do a thumb wrestle or a rock, paper, scissors to get
Maybe. Like if you've got someone that's good at both strokes,
Yeah.
or 2 or 3 even strokes, they've got to try and pick the best team.
Well, where in that situation, where would it be important to have your strongest swimmer if you've got multiple that are strong at multiple strokes?
Breaststroke. You'll find in a more so in an individual medley, the breaststroke seems to be the make or break leg. Like if you're a good breaststroker, you'll generally do well in a medley. But breaststroke, it's like you either love it or you hate it.
Yep, okay. And it can be your make or break.
Correct.
Ooh.
So we have a couple of individual medley races coming up later. We do the 200 IM here at State Champs. And there'll be 400 freestyle in there somewhere too. A couple of those.
So these girls that Raff spoke to earlier on, we're going to see them in the pool again. I wonder what they've been doing while they've been waiting around to get back into the pool.
They could have been up looking at the merch.
Soaking up the accolades.
See if they wanted to buy a hoodie or something to say they've been to the state champs. Showing off their medals to their parents.
One of them, I think it was Bonnie, said it was her first time at the champs. So not a bad result to come to your first champs and win a medal.
Speaking of which, I can see Raff here in the window. He's going to have another person to interview by the looks of it.
He's just ushering over one of the young ladies.
The girl from Grovedale.
Who looks like she is extremely keen to do an interview and go to air all across our socials. So we'll go down to Raff momentarily as we ready ourselves for our multi-class events. We've got Raff ready poolside. It's just about set to go. One of the students from Grovedale College. And we're going to go to poolside to Raff Agostino right now.
And we are here with this young lady. What's your name?
Jessie.
Jessie. Where are you from, Jessie?
Grovedale.
Grovedale Secondary College or Grovedale College.
Grovedale
Tell me,
College.
what do you love about swimming?
I love just the water, and I've always loved water, even if it's not the pool, like swimming in the beach and everything. Well,
given that you live down Grovedale, you're not far from the beach, so do you head down the beach very often?
Yeah, I've got a surfboard and everything, so yeah.
So what does Jessie do to get set up for an event like today? How do you warm up? What do you eat in the days leading up to?
I have a standard breakfast that I eat every morning before a swimming comp, and then I'll come down here and I'll have different warm-ups depending on my event. I'll execute the warm-up, and then depending on how long before my race I have, I'll eat different snacks.
Brilliant stuff. Now tell me, what is it that, where are we going to see your name up in lights in the next 5 years? Because you were here last year.
Yeah.
You're at the state championship.
Yes.
This is probably not going to be your last state championship.
Yeah.
You're going to keep competing. So where do you hope to take your sport one day?
I hope to make the Olympics soon. I made World Champ trials for this year in June, so yeah.
World Championships already, and you're only
14.
14 years old, already making World Championships. Amazing stuff right here. Congratulations, Jessie. Have you got another event?
Yeah.
Which one?
I've got the 200 IM and a relay.
Relay, my favourite time of the day.
Yeah.
And how exciting are those?
Very exciting.
Brilliant stuff. Congratulations.
Thank
Good luck
you.
for the next event, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you at the next state championship, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Back to the commentary team.
And see you at the Olympics as well shortly, Jessie. She was a well-spoken young lady.
She was.
Jessie from Grovedale. And we did have one race that occurred while Raff was talking to Jessie.
Still finishing. We had 2 young ladies in the pool. So our 11-year-old girls doing the 50 backstroke multi-class. So it was Giselle from Mount View and Sophia from Surfside, who Raff spoke to earlier. So they've done an awesome job.
Well done, girls.
So our 12-13 girls are next for our multi-class backstroke, which is coming out as we speak. So we'll have Bonnie from Williamstown North, who Raff spoke to earlier, Emma from Clifton Hill, Lily from Loretto, Gemma from St Lawrence in Leongatha, and Aria from Eltham North Primary School.
So we've got a bit of a mix here in terms of the disability classification. We've got, what have we got? We've got a couple of 6s,
Yeah.
14, 19.
And then Lily, who's the oldest in the field. She's at the ripe old age of 13. She's unclassified on paper. I'm not sure what her impairment is. And Bonnie and Aria don't have any entry time, so it'd be hard to see how they go compared to their PBs.
So these are some of the girls that we spoke to, and we're going to see them again.
And it looks like Aria in lane 6 is missing, so it's just the 4 girls. Oh,
Oh dear. We're just getting some late instructions. What might they be saying here, Deb?
I'm not sure. I think they've obviously had a problem with the start there, so I can see one of our technical officials coming down. So I'm not sure if that was a test start maybe. No, it's not working. Something's happening. So it's going to be a bit unnerving for the swimmers to have to sit there in the water hanging off those bars for a little while.
And you're already, you know, all the juices are flowing and you're ready to
Ready
react.
to go, yeah. So I'm not sure what the problem is, but
we've got a couple of the students that have come over and are now holding on to the rope. So we may have a, maybe not an issue, well, I should say a technical issue or something here, I suspect, perhaps.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Something to do with the starter, I'd say. It's not functioning properly.
I think we had an issue with that last year, didn't we? Early.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's not too bad. We've made our way, what, about 113 events in, I think?
Yeah.
And this is the first time we've had an issue with the starter's gun, so to speak.
So the MSAC guys down there fiddling around with all the bits and bobs. I can see the parents up in the stands here. A little visual. There we go. Zooming in on the MSAC team, sorting through.
As if there wasn't enough pressure. You're now live across the SSV social media channels, everybody.
Hopefully the girls are just chilling there in the water.
Yeah,
Getting ready.
Certainly looks like that's what they're doing.
Hope it's warm in there.
We'd like to get this sorted. We've still got a bunch of events to get through, of course.
We have.
Is there an alternate, any sort of alternate way that we can get a race underway here, Deb? Could someone just yell out, go?
Well, nah, not really. Not at this.
Not at this level.
Not at this level.
No.
But they'll sort it out. If there's an issue with the starter, they'll swap it over or something. They have spare boxes and whatnot.
Yep.
So they'll get it sorted out eventually. It's just disappointing that it's happened when the kids are already in the water.
Yeah. A bit of a pause on proceedings.
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge which way you go. You get them out, they're wet, they're going to be cold. So they're probably better off staying in the water if it's not going to be too long.
Good opportunity to remind everybody that's watching and following along on our 4 channels, Vimeo, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. Be sure to hit like and follow and subscribe. Follow along for the rest of the day once we're back up and running, but you can also follow the rest of the SSV events that we have throughout the year. All sorts of sports. There's quite a team here that puts all of our live streams together. And don't forget to send the links to family and friends so they can enjoy all of the action today at the Melbourne Sports Aquatic Centre. Where we're having... Sorry, Deb.
I just heard the thing start then, but the starter wasn't very loud, so I'm not sure. Oh, MSAC team members heading back down there again.
I'm not a technical savvy person, so there's no use calling upon my expertise, Deb. It's still the students' weight.
Yep. It's getting quite windy out there now too. So if they do get those girls out and they don't get underway soon, they'll get a bit chilly.
Yeah.
So
All you want to do is swim, isn't it?
That's right.
At the end of the day. Unfortunately, these students are the unlucky ones that this has happened right on the cusp of them having a go at the backstroke, which they were so excited to have a crack at when we spoke to them a little earlier. These things happen though, Deb, like you said, they can often have issues with the boxes.
Technology, it's great when it works. All right. Let's see how we go this time.
Okay.
Looks like they may have fixed it. Nope.
Oh,
Oh, the swimmers have got... Oh, I don't know what's happened here.
well, I think
The swimmers are swimming. The clock's going, but I'm not sure whether they started at the right time or not.
Well, it certainly had the look of a false start.
It did.
That's okay. They're off and racing.
So it'll be interesting to see whether these guys may have to re-swim their race at some point. That will be up to the officials to decide whether they all had a fair start.
Well, it certainly hasn't stopped the friends and family for cheering. They've had to wait around as well, don't forget.
Anyway, our 4 girls are swimming away in the water there. So over in lane 2 is Bonnie from Willie North. I'll forever know it as that now. There we go, 102.79 for Bonnie. Gemma, 117.58. Lily, 122.05. And Emma's still making her way down the pool. Clifton Hill. Well done. 138.32. So that was an improvement on her entry time.
Well done, girls, and well done for being patient as well, as we all had to be there.
It sounds like they're still having
Issues.
some dramas down there with that starter. I heard at that time they're having a bit of a test.
A little bit of commotion still down there. And movement at the station. Our MSAC team members.
So The boys are out there getting ready for their event, which is the 910s. So there should be 4 boys, if they're all there. Can only see 3. Oh my goodness, there's lots of feedback happening in the starter system.
I know if the stream's on or not, 'cause it's coming through my
So as for this race, I think we've got 3.
Yeah, I think we're missing lane 5 by the looks of it.
Right. Let's hope these boys don't have to wait around.
So they're swinging their arms out there trying to keep warm. Well, that sounded better.
That sounded more like what we've been hearing today.
It did. All right, so if lane 5's missing, that means our 3 boys are all the same classification, being S15. So they will all be competing against one another. So Hassas in lane 3 from Eastwood, Phoenix in lane 4 from Mount View, and Panchul from Mount View also in lane 6.
I think we had those 2 schoolmates swimming with one another earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's a bit more like it.
So we've got 2 10-year-olds and a 9-year-old here. So young Phoenix will be able to swim in this age group again next year. Wonder if we'll be here next year, Brent.
Will we be asked back?
Who knows?
I have a hunch you might be, Debbie. Phoenix coming home strongly in the yellow cap.
Yes, doing a great job. There we go. Oh, it's off touch, so we don't see his time just yet. 57.49. So a little bit over his entry time, but he'll get the gold medal. And the youngest of the field at that. Just waiting in Panchul. Here we go.
Well done, Panchul.
1:34.16.
Good swim.
Okay, so next should be our 11-year-old boys. Multi-class backstroke. So Xavier from Beaumaris North, Ethan from Williamstown, and Alfred from St. Joseph's Sorrento. I think Alfred was he there earlier? One of them wasn't there, so it looks like we don't have a lane 3. So Xavier's absent. So Ethan's an S10, and I'm not sure about Alfred's classification. So we've still got quite a few multi-class backstroke events to get through before we head into the medley relays. And then we'll hear a bit of noise outside, I think.
Yeah, I think when we head towards those medleys and relays, Raff can turn up his effects mic. We might be drowned out by the noise up above us, Steph.
I think we will.
Good work here, good swimming from Ethan. The blue cap. Williamstown Primary School, or should we call it Willie Primary?
Why not? Ethan, 58.44. He's a 1:08 on his entry time, so he's done a great job.
He'll be happy with that.
I should hope so.
As will Alfred, I'd imagine, with his time.
1:17 to a 1:11. Okay, our 12-13 boys. So Harry from St Leonard's East Brighton, Matthew from Our Lady of the Assumption, Eli from Timboon, Luke from Yarra Valley, and Matthew from Sunbury. So 2 Matthews, Matthew R and Matthew PH.
Luke in lane 5 is the only 13-year-old in this race. The rest are 12.
Mm-hmm. And we've got anywhere from S8 to S15. So
It's a half-decent swim there from Eli in lane 4. 43.22. Besting his entry time of 46.74.
yeah. And then Luke 46.72. Again, faster than his entry time. Matthew from Our Ladies 54.88. Matthew from Sunbury 106.
This is Harry rolling on in.
123. All right, 12 to 14 women. So our secondary school girls. Linley from Terang, Gabby from Catholic College in Sale, Jackenzie from Terang. So Linley and Jackenzie are schoolmates. Ayla from St Joseph's Echuca and Talia from Myrtleford. I think we're missing Gabby, lane 3. So Ayla is an S7, Talia an S10, and Linley and Jackenzie both S19s, both from Terang.
Once again, girls from all across the place.
Mm-hmm. All country girls here.
The winner of this particular event, Charlie from Patterson's River Secondary College.
So Linley from Terang, 49.05. Ayla, 52.91. Jackenzie, 53.06. And Talia, 57.37. All right, our 15 to 16 girls now. Emily from Heatherwood, Phoebe from Heatherwood, and Charlie from Patterson River. You were just speaking of her.
That was Charlie, yep.
Yep. So Emily and Phoebe both from Heatherwood, both S14, and Charlie is an 18.
Charlie's time last year was 4.969. 12 months later, let's see if she's, or how much she's improved. I'd imagine she has. She's going to go close, Charlie. Oh, it'll be just outside it.
50.76. So that's faster than her entry time.
Yep.
I was at the event where Charlie swam at her division event. So our 17 to 20-year-old women are next. So we should have Bianca from Heatherwood, S14, Shakaya from Swan Hill, also an S14, Kayla from Merbau North, S17, and Samantha from Ashwood, S14, and Emily from Heatherwood, S14. So it looks like we're just missing Kayla. So Kayla being the only one that was an S17. All these girls are S14, so they're all competing against each other. So the winner is the winner. They're all 17-year-old girls.
Looks like Samantha in the blue cap.
Yep.
Let's keep an eye on this time. She's going to flog her entry time here.
If she had a 102, she's coming with a 54.76. Good job. All right, so we've got 2 boys in the 12 to 14 in the next race. A 13-year-old and a 14-year-old. So Zachariah from Swan Hill and Max from Sale. Both S14s.
So this is a showdown. We've seen lanes 4 and 5 go head-to-head a lot today.
We have.
This is lanes 4 and 5 going head-to-head.
Correct. Oh, it's getting very cold in here. I should have brought my blankie.
Yes. You said it was the breeze was picking up. It's starting to find its way in here. The cool Albert Park breeze. I'm sure the students' adrenaline is enough to
Keep
fight
them warm.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Zachariah's going to take this out. 50.72. And Max 53.59. So both improved on their entry times. All right. The last, or second last, of the backstroke multi-class. So these are our 15, 16-year-old boys. Looks like we've got a full house.
Yeah.
If they're all there, but we're missing lane 4, so no Hamish. But it looks like the rest of them are there. Or if we got, yes, we've even got Kobe in lane 0, who's our invitational swimmer. So Kobe from Verney Road, Shepparton in 0. Oisin from Seymour in 1. Daryl from Swan Hill in 2. Lockie from Sale in 3. Dominic from Bainbridge in 5. Peter from Heatherwood in 6. Sam from Elwood in 7. And Theron from Ashwood in 8. So all different classifications mixed in here. We've got 7s, 10s, 14s, 18s. So Lockie has hit the wall in a 43.04. Dominic 41.41. Peter 52.55. Daryl 57.49.
Well done there from Sam from Elwood. I think he made it a little bit more difficult for himself towards the end there, getting stuck on the rope.
Oh. Looks like Raff's getting ready for an interview.
This is one of the young girls that has come back for another interview, I
think so.
Yeah.
Come back to show us another medal.
Demand that she comes and has a chat to Raff Agostino poolside. We're going to head down there shortly. We might have some parents as well, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So let's go to Raff Agostino poolside now for our next interview. Raff.
And we are poolside at the State Swimming Championships, and I'm here with Sophia and... Microphone.
Eamon.
Eamon, awesome, fantastic work. Now, you just competed in the backstroke, which is great. How great is it having your daughter compete at a state championship?
Yeah, it's very good. It's the second year on the row. We've only been in Australia since 2019. So Sophia's kind of embarked on a kind of multi-class journey now, and she's having a go at most sports, aren't you?
Now, where have you come from since 2019?
Manchester, England.
Nice, Manchester, England. That sounds like a nice place. Never been there myself. But what's it like being Australia?
Oh, it's amazing. I think we've come here for a change of life, and we really enjoy the kind of outdoorsness, the amount of sport. Yeah, what do you think, Sophia?
Yeah, I think I miss all my friends and family there, but I like the experiences here better.
We actually went back at Christmas and we came back, but I think it's safe to say that this is our home now.
Very good. Well, it's great to have you here, and this is your first state championship today. Oh, second state championship, but I'm sure you'll be back again because you're only in grade 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that. 5. Awesome. So you've got a few more to go. We hope to see you back again and maybe even running across country at some point as well. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done, Raff. Well done, Sophia. All the way from Manchester. That's a long way to swim.
It is. Manchester. I was just talking about that before.
Yes,
That's where the Paralympic World Champs are going to be held.
We can't wait for that as we've got another interview queued up here. We're getting to know some of these girls. It's the second time that we've I think from memory this is Emma. And we're going to go down and have a chat with her and her mum, I think. Raff Agostino is poolside with Emma and Emma's mum.
And we're back again with Emma. This is after a backstroke event. This is the young lady that said she was nervous but did amazing in the interview. What was your backstroke like, Emma?
It was good. I got a new PB.
A PB is always good because it means you're improving, which is fantastic. Mum, what's it like having Emma here at this championship?
It's a lovely day. I couldn't be prouder of Em. She's been great with her swimming, and it's been a lot of fun, and I think it's really good for her as well. Good physio, and it's nice to have the opportunity to compete in multi-class so that she's competing in fairly. Yeah.
Very good, very good. And multi-class is always one of those championships events that we love, with the multiple classification students that compete there. Have you got another race today?
No.
That's it. So you get to relax. What does Emma do to relax?
Watch TV.
Watch TV. Okay, that's pretty good to watch TV and then maybe get some food in you as well. How far have you guys got to travel?
Like,
Not very far, is it, Em? We're lucky. We're only half an hour away. So
Nice. Well, it's
Yeah.
good to have you here, and I'm sure we're going to see you at another state championship in the future. Good
Thank
luck
you
in the
very much.
future.
Thanks.
thanks.
And thanks everyone for organising.
Absolutely. Well done, Em and Emma's mum and Raff. And Emma, in her downtime, likes to watch TV. And don't we all?
Sounds like a great idea.
She almost she looked up at her mum there like, I don't know if I should say that I watch TV, mum. Oh, well done, Emma.
Okay, so
Here we go.
we've just hit the water with the first of the medley relays. So in the water now is the girls 9 to 13, 4x50 medley relay. Okay, so we've got Girton in lane 1. We've got Queen of Peace Altona in lane 3. We've got Furbank in lane 5. Oh, some of the names haven't come up, but I think they're in the water. So they're not showing on the screen, but anyway. So St Mary's Myrtleford are in 2, MLC in 4, Furbank in 5, Gippsland Sale in 6, Montmorency South in 7, and Ballarat in 8. So these are our primary school medley girls. So our backstrokers are finished. Breaststroke is in the water now.
Is this the one that you said is make or break, Deb?
Yeah,
More so in the individual.
more so, but
Yep.
yeah, this is where you'll sort them out. They'll get sorted out more so in the breaststroke. So our breaststrokers in lane 4 have given their team, our breaststroke girls, given her team a great start there.
So is that our Methodist Ladies College?
It is.
Yeah.
Not sure why they're not showing up on the scoreboard, but they're definitely there.
Well, we certainly know they're in the pool because they are well and truly out in front.
Because their entry time is very close to the record, which is held by Furbank, who are in the lane next to them. So they'll be looking to change that today and make it their record. So we'll see how they go. Last leg in the water now. They've got a huge head lead here, so I can't see them getting beaten. It'll just come down to the clock. 2:24.38 is the record.
Yeah, this might be in some strife here potentially.
Oh, it's going to be close. Yep. Oh, the clock didn't stop, but I'm pretty sure.
They've got it surely, yeah.
Well, if what we're seeing on the board is correct, they've broken it. 2:23.43.
So they went from not being on the board
to
To
winning
breaking the
and
record.
breaking the record. Amazing.
That's the way you do it.
So I'm sure Raff will be speaking to the MLC girls later on. So that looks official, 2:23.43. So that is definitely a record. I've taken that from Furbank.
So another record falls then.
Yep, so they broke the EMR record at region and now they've broken the state record. See if the boys can do the same. The St Kevin's boys here in lane 4, they broke their EMR record. And that team holds the state record, 2:20.45.
Yeah, last year they set that, so back again.
Yep. So we've got Goulburn Valley in lane 1, North Melbourne in lane 2, St Gabriel's Traralgon in lane 3, St Kevin's in lane 4, Camberwell in lane 5, Ivanhoe Buckley House in lane 6, Ballarat and Clarendon in lane 7, and St Mary's Swan Hill in lane 8. So lane 4 again with a big lead here.
Yeah, St Kevin's defending champions and looking like it. We've got all the scores on the board this time round, which makes it a bit easier for us, Deb.
Yep. Our butterfly is up on the blocks ready to hit the water.
got a bit of gain to ground, don't they? I think it's the Camberwell boys in 5.
Yep.
They're probably the only ones that are going to chase down St. Kevin's, if anybody's able to do it. I don't think so. That's a pretty strong butterfly leg, actually, from their swimmer in lane 4. Has given, or yielded, I should say, no ground at all to the swimmers chasing him.
Keep an eye on this clock for how they go as opposed to the record time. So they're looking to beat 2:20.45.
Oh, this will go close.
Yeah, not quite today, but they're going to get the win nonetheless. 2:22.30.
Well, it's right there with their entry time, isn't it?
Yeah.
But not quite able to break their own record, but that's okay. They still hold it, of course.
Yep. And Camberwell's second, 2:34.86. And St Gabriel's third, 2:35.64.
St Gabriel's, who have obliterated their entry time, so they'll be happy with that. And a bronze medal for all of them too.
Yep. All right, our 12 to 14 women now. So we have Cathedral College Wangaratta in 1, Girton in 2, Melbourne Girls College in 3, Balwyn High in 4, Maribyrnong in 5, Lavala in 6, Frankston High in 7, and Emmanuel in 8. So Balwyn broke their region record this year with their entry time, which is way faster than the next person, the next team. So their entry time is a 2:14, and that was an EMR record. So
they won this particular event as well last year, 2:16.98. So they've gone even quicker in the time that you mentioned a second ago there, Deb.
Yeah.
So let's keep an eye and see if they can go quicker again here in the pool today.
Yep. And record is within reach at a 2:11.
That stood for a little while as well, that one, 2012. That was Maribyrnong College, who were in this race in lane 5. Well, through almost 2 legs, this looks to be quite a bit closer than
you would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly closer than the last couple of races.
Looks like our team in lane 6 are gaining some ground on the Balwyn team in lane 4 here in the butterfly leg. So they're not having it all their own way.
No. Who have they got swimming the freestyle the last leg? Need to make up, I reckon, a couple of body lengths.
Yeah, their freestyle swimmer looks pretty strong here in lane 4, so I don't think they'll catch her. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that clock. $2:15, so just outside their entry time. Second was Lavala, 2:18.91, and third Maribyrnong, 2:19.67.
So that'll be some more points for Balwyn High School, who go back-to-back in that particular event, and of course who netted more points than any other school last year.
Yep.
I think a lot of their point securing was in the medleys and the relays.
All right, next up, men's 12 to 14. So lane 1, Cathedral College Wangaratta. Lane 2, Marist Bendigo. Lane 3, Uni High. Lane 4, Maribyrnong. Lane 5, Baldwin High. Lane 6, Emmanuel. Lane 7, Mordialloc. And lane 8, Lavala. So Maribyrnong, the record holders, they are swimming in lane 4.
Record holders and another school as well, looking to double up their win in this particular event. So you can see a lot of a lot of schools we're seeing in these particular events are trying to defend their titles, I suppose, if you want to say that.
Yep. Breaststroke is in the water now.
So it looks like we've got lane 6 here.
Yeah,
Emmanuel started well. Good battle going on between second and third place here. It's not over yet, though. Gee, they made some ground, those boys.
They did. Okay, they're all evening out a bit here in the butterfly leg.
Yeah, it's a strong butterfly swimmer, actually, for Maribyrnong. Might even have them in front by the time he gets to the wall, I reckon.
I think so. Yep.
Yep. Gee, that's a good leg.
Or just Emmanuel just still holding on by the skin of their teeth there. We'll see what the freestylers can do. It's going to be close.
Yeah, so it's 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
Maribyrnong and Emmanuel.
Yep.
Well, you can hear the crowd getting into it above us.
I think 6 have got him covered. Yeah, Emmanuel.
Got it.
2:11.25. Maribyrnong 2:11.96 and Uni High 2:15.47. Happy boys out there. All right, our 15 to 16 women, 200 medley relay, 4x50. So, lane 1, East Loddon. Lane 2, Melbourne Girls. Lane 3, Emmanuel. Lane 4, East Doncaster. Lane 5, Maribyrnong. Lane 6, Frankston. Lane 7, Marist Sion Warrigal. And lane 8, Victory Lutheran. So East Doncaster here in lane 4, they broke the EMR record with their entry time here, 2:12. And the next closest time to them on paper is 2:26.
Oh.
So let's see what happens today.
The swimmers for that particular school, 2:13 last year. As winners of that particular race. So again, the defending champion in lane 4. It's a really interesting concept, this one, because you have individuals in the pool, but it is still, it has a lot of those attributes that our team sports have in terms of tactics and who to send where.
Yeah.
Got to be strong at all 4 strokes, of course.
Yep. And sometimes their teams change from meet to meet as well, like whoever swum in the... You know, they have to put in a team and then they have emergencies, of course, if someone's sick. So their teams can change. But, yeah, lane 4, they're still in front just here. Lane 7, Warrigal aren't far behind them here.
This is the leg where A lot of teams have actually made quite a bit of ground, and the same has happened here.
Yeah, she's a pretty strong butterfly there in lane 4 for East Doncaster. And their freestyle hits the water. She's given them a great start.
And the record's going to be out of reach, but are they chasing 2:12, did you say, Deb?
No, that was their entry time. They're chasing a 2:08.
2:08,
So
yeah.
they won't get that, but they've got the win, 2:13.29. Second, Emmanuel, 2:18.28. And third, Frankston, 2:22.41.
Well, they've gone a touch slower than they did last year, East Doncaster.
Yep.
2:13.13 to 2:13.29. But they win.
Correct.
They get the gold medals.
All right. Our 15-16 men now. So Baldwin here again in lane 4. They did break a record at EMR. So they're a 2:02.16. And then Maribyrnong next to them are a 2:03.31. So, and then Melbourne High in lane 3, who are the record holders at 1:55.16.
So this is the first Medley relay where we don't have the defending champion, Strathmore, last year. Not in this particular race.
And it looks like we're missing Brunswick. Oh, no, not Brunswick. Yeah, that's right. It was meant to be Brunswick in lane 8. I don't think they're there. So 3, 4 and 5, pretty even here. Or 4, 5 and 6 rather, I think it is. And the breaststroke.
Butterfly boys are waiting and ready.
Yep.
This has been the leg.
And make sure you don't go before your teammate touches the wall or you risk being disqualified. I saw that happen a few times at the region level. A few teams got disqualified for, early changeovers.
We've got our people out there going up and down the pool and watching watching like hawks, really, to make sure that there's no premature.
Well, we haven't had any DQs today, so I shouldn't say that. They'll probably
oh, Deb, no.
Somebody. So it looks like lane 5 here are going to take this out, which is Maribyrnong. They've got a pretty handy lead. Yep. 1:57.29, which is quite a bit quicker than their entry time of 2:03. So second was Melbourne High, 1:58.17, and third was Baldwin, 1:59.01. All right, our 17 to 20 women now. Catherine McCauley in 1, Nagel Bairnsdale in 2, Melbourne Girls in 3, Catholic College Wodonga in 4, Maribyrnong in 5, Vermont in 6, Frankston 7, and Emmanuel 8.
Now, I don't want to double down on the Mosing, Deb, but Catholic College Wodonga were disqualified in this race last year.
Ooh.
They're in lane 4, and they're looking to stay in lane 4 and not get disqualified.
Yeah.
They do have the quickest of our entry times as well, so that'll be quite disappointing if they were to put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
Maribyrnong, our champions from last year in lane 5. Time last year of 2:13.34. Record set back in 2013. Canterbury Girls Secondary College, 2:10.67 the time.
Looks like lane 3 have got the lead here at the breaststroke leg. That's Melbourne Girls.
Just managing to hold them off. Catholic College Wodonga starting to claw back some ground. Freestylers are ready and waiting.
Yep. It's going to come down to the freestyle leg here, I think, between, well, a few of them actually. So, yeah, it's Melbourne Girls in front. They look fairly comfortable.
Just going to hold off lane 5.
Yeah. 2:15.51. Catholic College Wodonga in second, 2:16.31, and third Maribyrnong 2:16.74. All right, this is the last of our medley relays, our 17 to 20 men. So Mary McKillip, Leongatha in 1, Tallangatta 2, Eltham High 3, Templestowe 4, Melbourne High 5, Emmanuel 6, Strathmore 7, and St Arnaud 8.
Record for this one set last year, Albert Park.
1:51. Pretty quick.
Yeah, you look at those entry times that we've got here as a bit of a guide. That is lightning.
Looks like we're missing lane 6. So Emmanuel aren't here. So Templestowe in the lead on the first changeover. Melbourne about to take over in the breaststroke leg. To the fly. Neck and neck 4 and 5 here.
Yeah, they've done well there.
So I think they're our 1-2, but it's going to come down to the freestyle leg to see. Oh, that freestyle in lane 5 looks fast. He's going to take over very rapidly.
Yeah, that's well spotted, Deb. Oh, man.
Yep, he's like, see you later. Yeah, Melbourne 1:58.90. Templestowe 2:01.41. And then Eltham in third for 2:08.56.
I was just going to say, with that final swimmer there for Melbourne.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You'd be pretty confident, wouldn't you, having him jump in last? Golly.
I'm sure he'll get a pat on the back from his teammates.
Yeah. Well, he had some work to do, didn't he, when he went in?
Yep. So now we move into the 400 freestyle. And there's just 2 of these, one for the girls and one for the boys.